All right, welcome back for another episode. Today we'll be talking about the consumer psychology of why people click on ads.
Yeah, so to get into the video, there's actually only 3 reasons really that we have found. So 1 is pattern interruption, 2 is the 3-second rule, and 3 is an emotional response. We'll get into more of these in the rest of the video, but for now, let's get it.
All right, so what we've learned actually is a lot of people and a lot of brands try to point out features of their product and like what they think works best. But recently we've shifted up to a paradigm where we do consumer-based research. So we look through kind of like forums, Reddit threads, YouTube reviews, and kind of use that to see kind of what is really resonating with the consumer.
Yeah, from there, what we'll do is structure the ad so that it follows one of those 3 key principles of how to get people to stop and click on an ad. So the first one is a pattern interruption. Based on our consumer research, we can get hooks and headlines that go like, let's say you're buying a pair of glasses, and one of the things that the consumer says is, I'm worried about these glasses slipping off my nose. So what we'll do in the pattern interruption is we'll show a video of somebody like losing their glasses in a pond, or we'll have a hook that says, tired of your glasses slipping off your face. So then it's really a call out, and it interrupts their scrolling session so that we can hook people into clicking on the ad.
Yeah, as far as the 3-second rule goes, so simple things like even a text image, you don't want like a whole paragraph of text. Usually we'll have like 4 or 5 and it's just like 2 words on one line and like 3 words on another line, and just kind of words that don't really stand out as like an actual ad. You just want it to be like, oh, what did they just write?
Yeah, and really the principle behind it is that you only have 3 seconds to catch someone's attention when they're scrolling. So just keep that in mind when you're making your next ad, because attention spans are very limited nowadays.
And of course you want to do things that resonate with emotion, hence the consumer-based research. So whenever we find something like glasses, we don't point out, look at the shiny frame or something like that. It's like, I'm always self-conscious about like the way I look. So, let's take a look at kind of making it feel good for the consumer.
Yeah, it really breaks down to our most basic needs in a lot of the ways. So it's like, do I want to look good? Do I want to feel good? Is there a situation that I'm in that I want to get out of? So you really want to tie on that emotional kind of aspect of people to try to get them to stop and actually click on your ad.
And you'll really never know kind of what works or what doesn't work unless you test it. So typically we would like to make 3 to 5 variations of the same image and just kind of change the hooks or the text and then just run it and see which one does better or not. Usually both the combination of the algorithm and people responding to your ads will give you a good idea of which one to keep running and which ones to take down.
Yeah, so just to recap, of course, you want to make sure that your ad looks great and that it shines above the rest visually. But like we said before, the consumer research is really important. So then you can break it into, again, the pattern interruption, the 3-second rule, and the emotional response. So that is how we put together ads that hopefully will get people to stop scrolling and gives us a better idea of why people actually click on our ads.
So today we'll be talking about how we create scroll stopping ads and specifically the tools that we use.
It's not as expensive as you think. So to break it down, we use a few different things. We do Canva Pro. You can use a free Canva version if you'd like, but we've just found that the templates and the visuals for Canva Pro are a lot better.
Everyone's using AI nowadays, so we typically use not just ChatGPT, but we found that a new AI or another AI called Claude is much better when it comes to copywriting.
So with those 2 things combined, basically what we'll do before all of this is actually do what we call consumer research. And we talk about this in other videos, but basically what it is going onto the internet and understanding what questions people have about a product. From there, what we'll do is put that into things like Claude or ChatGPT, and that will spit out, a bunch of hooks, text, and creative ideas.
Yeah, we'll typically prompt it like, here are some Reddit threads and YouTube reviews, and just kind of put the links onto the chat AI and say, hey, we're making an ad for this product. Can you list all of the objections that are related to this product based on these reviews? And then it'll spit out some information. And then we'll say like, okay, based on these, can you make a hook? And then based on this, can you describe an image of an ad that we should be drafting?
Yeah, and this is really helpful because a lot of the time we found that, if you're a consumer, you really have a lot of kind of different questions, different perspective than maybe the manufacturer or the business owner does. So from there, what we'll do is we'll take that information, the hooks, the creative ideas, and we'll put that into Canva. Generally, we start with kind of the text first, because we found in the past that if you do the graphic first, the text you have to kind of weasel in, and it's a little bit more difficult to squeeze. So we put the text in first, and then go ahead and form the rest of the creative or the angle around that hook text. And then from there, it's pretty easy to duplicate in Canva and make variations of, your first original template.
We'll probably talk about another AI tool that we use called Poppy AI. It's been pretty helpful. It basically just connects different chat AIs with different websites that you can just kind of link them all together. It's a pretty cool function. So that you don't have to like copy paste different links, and you can see what's all connected with each other.
Regardless, it's still a really great tool. And then in terms of how to organize, this was something that we really had a problem with at first, with how to organize all of this information. So Gregory, the master of systems here, put together a really great spreadsheet where basically we put the angle in one column, we put the description in another column, and we actually make a ChatGPT like rough draft of the creative so that we can use that as a visual model. So that's where we hold all the text-based information. In terms of the visual-based or the visual organization, what we'll use is Canva and basically create a project folder, and then each variation will have its own project within Canva. So we can store, like, let's say we're talking about like how you can multitask with a particular sweater or something. So then we'll put all the multitaskings in one project.
So basically the tools that we use are Google Sheets, we use Google Slides, we use ChatGPT, Claude, Canva, and sometimes Poppy AI.
Yep, so this is how we put together creatives. If you're a Shopify store doing $50,000 a month or more, and you need help with ad creatives or managing your ads, please feel free to contact us. There should be a link down below with our Calendly, and we'd love to see how we can help you. Until then, next time.